How am I doing? I'm doing good. What's the word? Your Avengers shirt on?
Yeah, man.
Big Batman, Superman thing to kind of battle that? Yeah, I'm really excited. I would love to see who they're going to put for Batman. I don't know if anybody's going to do this.
You love the superhero movies?
I'm a psychotic comic fan. So,
Yeah?
I've just been so disappointed with all of them lately that I haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet. I haven't had a chance, but I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I hate it too.
I think, Iron Man is better than 2, but Iron Man 1 I think is the best one.
Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 was so great. I won't even watch the new ones, but
That's all, yeah.
I've seen the Tobey Maguire one did really good.
Yeah.
What's up?
What are your favorite shows at the moment?
My favorite TV shows? Game of Thrones is tremendous. What am I watching right now? I watch Newsroom. I just watched the premiere. The Americans is probably my favorite show on television. It's incredible. Besides Sons, of course. Obviously, I don't need to say that. The Americans is great. I just watched The Bridge, but I'm really invested in The Americans. I think Game of Thrones is so great. It's just so the world of it. There's a lot of new stuff coming up that should be cool. It's funny. I remember when we started, we went to our first FX thing, and I was a huge psychotic S.H.I.E.L.D. fan. And I watched, and I was with Goggins and Chicklets and all them, and we were like these new people coming up, and I was like, man, if we could be half the show they are, if we could like have half the audience they do. And I remember them looking at us like, look at these new guys coming in, because they were like the OGs of the network. And now we're like the guys who, when we see all these other ones, we're like, get out of here, you bastards. So I want to be like Sunny in Philadelphia and run forever.
So would you say that after everything that happened this season, does Juice trust Jax? Has Jax earned his respect as a president?
It's a big theme coming up. I think that Juice finds himself in an extremely strange position. But just like anything in life, I think everybody has a breaking point. So we're going to see how instrumental he was in putting Clay away and fulfilling Jax's plan. Kind of what that does to him psychologically. And I think it's pretty fascinating the way Kurt manipulates all the situations, and I just get every single script reads like a finale this year because we're at the other side.
Can you feel it coming to an end?
I think the Opie episode kind of started that train rolling. You know what I mean? Where it was like, oh, okay, we're not going to run forever. You know what I mean? It was like one of those. We're not one life to live. This is eventually going to end.
Yeah.
And I think that was kind of that deal. So it's like every script is so intense. It's so intense, and yet at the same time, the one thing that he does so well is there's humor in it. There's funny stuff that kind of rears its head all the time, because in the madness and in the intensity comes this humor, which usually happens in these really dire situations. So, I'm really lucky as the character Juice, because I've been able to play kind of every emotion. I've been the funny guy, I've been the sad guy, I've the aggressive guy, and now we see this whole new kind of side of him.
Do you know what's going to happen to your character prior to the season, or when you're turning the page, you're like, holy crap?
No, Kurt is so great with giving everybody heads up and taking meetings. It kind of gives you the general layout. Never obviously not the specifics, because every script is not written, but you kind of get the overall arc of what's going to go down. And then for me, what I was just saying is so true. I love when actors say, my character. It's not your character. Kurt created the character. I play the character. And I've never trusted a writer or somebody as much as I trust him. Whatever he writes, he knows it, and he knows, and I've been super lucky because I've kind of gone all over the map with the characters, so whatever he does is fantastic. So it's really cool, and this season this is probably the most excited I am for people to see kind of the trajectory of Juice and kind of the whole deal. It's really cool.
Can you talk about how you reacted when you found out that Opie was going to die?
Brian's one of my boys, so when I found out, when we all found out, it was one of those things. Like, that's an intimate team member, you know what I mean? This was a guy that we're all there, 14, 16 hours a day, every day, 6 months a year, and then in the off season we hang out too. So it was kind of it was that moment, like I said, where it was like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of how it goes down. I'm not going to have the mohawk forever. I'm going to actually have to have hair. It was just one of those things where you kind of signifies, because you get caught up, and you don't realize we started this journey in 08. It's 2013, and it's like you realize that things go. So it's like that Shield reference where they looked at us, and now we're looking, at the other thing. It's just time keeps moving. So I think the Opie thing was almost a reality check.
So Theo and Eli, what is there more tension? Is kind of Eli still kind of circling around?
Yeah, I think that, I love the Eli character, and I love Rockman too as a person. He just had a beautiful, his wife, just got married, his wife's pregnant. He's a great dude. We've been really lucky because I think that he's sympathetic towards Juice, and I think he knows maybe slightly of the struggles, which was he was, kind of in season 5 and seeing, to see kind of that stuff kind of start to get involved in this season there's a lot that goes on this season, and we're like in the middle of it. There's a lot.
Do we know how many extra minute episodes are there so far?
I feel like all of them are like 3 hours long. I feel like everyone is like Avatar. They're all very long. No, I don't. I think they're all FX, man. They're so great, Landgraf, because they let us kind of get away with a lot more. Yeah.
Thank you, Theo.
Thank you guys.